I got a question for you. Can you read what it says right there?
Telstar
Under
Mechta. That's what Finnish people would say.
Mechta. It's supposed to say Mechta. So this is the new World Cup ball, the new knockout World Cup ball. It's called Telstar Mechta, if my Russian is somewhat correct. I have no idea what it means, but that's what it's called. And this is the ball they're going to use for the knockout stages of the World Cup, which they're right around the corner. And they're going to use it for the final at the Luzhniki in Moscow, whoever gets to that point.
Denmark.
And Finland. Did I do it right? Now also, Jolter, of course, they released this, and they also released these bad boys. New Predator 18 Plus Telstars, which we're gonna look at in just a second, because this is the good part of the video. So we're gonna save that for a little bit, because you always have the good part for last.
You're such a tease.
I know, that's why you always have your desserts afterwards. This is the dessert. Let's talk about the ball. Now, some people will, of course, crucify me for saying the ball is not important. This is the ball they're gonna play with in the knockout stages. It's basically a, should we say, adapted version of the normal Telstar, which was used in the group stage, which looks like this. And I don't know why it's red, but I can imagine it's got something to do with Mother Russia being red. But what do you think?
You know, all hail Father Russia, USSR, the red spirit. But all jokes aside, you know, I think this is cool. I think it's miles better than the original Telstar.
Miles even.
You know, it just the little splash of color gives this a whole new life. Yes. I'm not a big fan of this. You know, to me this looks a little bit lame, especially when you put it next to this one. You know, when it really comes down to it, I don't care not one bit about what my football looks like, but it's of course fun when you're playing with something that looks cool, and this to me looks a lot cooler than this one. In general, I like more, you know, ridiculous looking footballs. You know, like the Wawa Abba. Like
in general, you like ridiculous looking things. Case A.
Hey. But this is cool, you know. Whatever the colors, red, Russia, all this kind of stuff is cool, you know. But it's just a lot better than this one. To me.
I don't know. I really like the old Telstar lot, the normal Telstar lot. I think it's got this OG like, you know, OG football vibe. Look, yeah.
They should have just made it like this. You know, it's funny, like, you know, in cartoons, football looks like this.
Even the flipping football.
Why do all basketballs look the same? Besides, you know, the sponsor marks and all this kind of stuff. You know, why can't footballs look like this? Is just cool. You know, so I love playing with footballs that look like this.
But that's because the old 32 panel shape and the panel design is outdated.
Yeah, but you know, obviously they could still make it with just the print.
They could. But that is, you know, they wanted to be modern and bring the old Telstar look into the modern days.
Maybe the kids nowadays prefer this thing with the, you know, pixel look.
I think it's cool looking, and you know, it kind of. I don't know if that's a bit racist to say, but you know,
probably is.
The Russian architecture is very, you know, it's very back from the Soviet days. It's very like square and, you know, straight lines and, you know, like blocky.
Like your head.
Wow. That was anyway. He's probably right. But I like that they've continued this with the pixels, and you know, the old Telstar was made because it was easier to see, the pattern was made so it was easier to see on television. And now, you know, with these modern days, it's all about the pixels and all that jazz. I think it's nice. With that said, coming back to the new ball, I think it looks pretty cool. I agree with you.
I think it's miles better.
It's vibrant.
Yeah.
And I really like that.
It just has some life, you know. It's breathing again.
Exactly, and you can basically compare it to the Bea Jeu and the Fracas back in the day, where the Fracas was just wilder, and I like that. This is where the blood starts to flow in the knockout
That's
stages.
A great way to end it. Let's move on to the star of the show. People want to see the boots already.
Yeah, okay. Predator 18 Plus Telstar. Basically, this is a design that has been adapted from the ball because ADI are that clever. Basically, they've taken the black, they've taken the red, they've taken the white, and they have taken the gold, and they have slapped the gold on the stripes, Jolter. What do you give me?
Cool. You know, lovely boot. Reminds me a lot about Germany. Pogba.
Well, you know what they say. Football is a game of 22 players chasing one football, and in the end, the Germans always win.
That is correct.
So you could
Gary Lineker actually, reversed that a little bit with this tweet. It was pretty funny
That's
because
a pretty funny tweet.
Boateng got a red card, so there was only 21 men chasing the ball, but in the end, Germany wins. But yeah, I think it's a cool boot. I love the way it looks. Obviously, the Predator silhouette is always a killer. There's no question about that.
It is.
But everything is just, in my opinion, on point. It's just a nice mix of colors.
Yes.
There's a nice, bit of, this stealthiness, but still giving it some brightness that it, pops.
Have you noticed how, on the inside, it's the old Telstar pattern that then transitions into the Mechta pattern on the outside?
No, but I just saw it now. Better late than never.
Better late than never. And then, of course, there's this whole play, which is absolutely amazing. We got the chrome in the front and the matte finish in the back. It's
cool,
It just, to me, when I saw it for the first time, I was like, nah, it looks a bit weird. But when you see it from afar, I mean, I'm just looking at our monitor here where I can see what I'm doing with my hands. And looking at it from afar, it's pretty flipping cool.
To me, it looks very cool close up.
Yeah.
As well as, far away.
But that's just what the Predator does.
Yeah.
And you gotta appreciate the World Cup logo on the heel. It's probably not something...
It's a little bit of a turn-off for me.
I agree, but it's rather cool. But it's the same thing as the referees are running around with their blackout copas and this logo on the back. I mean...
Yeah, but that's cool for them, If I was the ref, I would also pimp my boots for with everything, every possible thing.
I think you should never be a ref. You would probably do a worse job than they have, and they have not always done so well this time.
Wait, moment of silence for VAR. Football is ruined.
In peace.
Football is ruined, Jay Mike, and I've been telling this to you
Listen,
for a long time.
I gotta hold my hands up and say, I was wrong, you were right. That usually never happens, but listen.
And imagine, what's next? That's my question.
What I will say about VAR is that VAR have been making a lot of right calls. I mean, the Ronaldo thing that could have been a red card, but the ref bottled it. The VAR said, yo, look at the handball situation. And the ref was like looking at it, and if he had seen what everyone else had seen, he would have said, no, it's not a penalty. But for some reason, he felt the pressure and gave a penalty.
But my issue is that I don't care if it's the right call. It's the human error that we need. The game is getting slower. The players are complaining. They want to see the replays now. Yeah. Everybody is mad.
I agree. I liked it.
Back to the boots.
I'm just going to say, I liked it in the FA Cup. I thought it was brilliant. But at the World Cup, it's just been penalty galore. And that's not good for the game.
VAR is going to ruin football. Imagine if the final ends with a VAR penalty. I promise you, I'm never gonna watch football again.
There's been a VAR penalty in almost every match.
I will never watch football again if that decides the
we're gonna hold you to that, man. Anyways, back to the boots. I'm just gonna say I like it. I think it's a nice idea that they have both the old Telstar and the Mechta design. I love the gold stripes. They look killer. Sole plate is on point. Ball looks beautiful. What a way to go into the knockout stages, which are gonna be, I think, very, very exciting.
I hope so.
You look excited.
Yeah, because, to me, I'm not gonna lie, I've been a little bit disappointed until now with the World Cup, there's been a handful of good games.
Portugal, Spain, Croatia, Argentina.
Obviously, those were the best games.
Portugal, Iran was also pretty exciting.
Yeah, but the VAR ruined it, But I hope it's gonna get better.
But guys,
let's hope the final will not be decided on VAR ADIDAS.
We want to know what you're thinking about the new Predator Telstar and the new Telstar Mechta ball itself. You should let us know as always in the comment section right down below. Now, if you want to get one of these products for yourself, we understand that they're pretty beautiful. You can go and cop them if you click on the link and go to unisportstore.com right next to Jolter's face. Now, what you should also do is do yourself a favor. Go subscribe to our channel with the notifications on to see Jolter making puzzles with footballs and football boots in the future. And finally, go watch some more cool stuff by clicking the video playlist right down here. You have to practice, my friend. With that, we're signing off. Cheerio.